Prader-Willi syndrome, or PWS, is a rare genetic disorder that causes low muscle tone, short stature, and a chronic feeling of hunger. PWS is one of the most common conditions seen in genetics clinics and is the most common genetic cause of obesity that has been identified. There is no cure, but as Christine Rogers reports, researchers at UNC Chapel Hill are searching for answers.
Good job, good job. What about your room? We're going to put them in the big trash can in here.
Marquita Tucker is doing what she does most afternoons after school, household chores. On this day, she has garbage duty.
Oh, good job. Now, which trash can do you put it in? Which color is it?
The brown one.
Good job.
Marquita gets guidance from her medical assistant, Charlene Davis. Charlene is part of the community alternative program known as CAF. Her goal is to keep Marquita focused and on task.
Strong girl. That's what makes her strong, the metal.
Yeah, we like to do different stuff, but we stay in the routine. The same routine every day. We stay on schedule.
You're on top of your game, ain't you?
Getting up in the morning, a certain thing, we have to stay on schedule because everything has to fall into play along with her medication.
Marquita has Prader-Willi syndrome. It's a condition that typically causes low muscle tone, short stature, cognitive disabilities, and a chronic feeling of hunger.
And Marquita got a big heart.
While her medication helps Marquita deal with some of her behavioral issues, there is nothing she can take that can satisfy her insatiable appetite.
Do you feel hungry? Is that what Prader-Willi? Sometimes you feel hungry? Or
Yeah.
maybe you can explain to me.
Always feel hungry.
You do?
Mhm.
So what do you do? How do you control that?
I move away from the food.
Is that hard sometimes?
Yes, it's very hard. It's very hard.
The refrigerator is right here.
Marquita's hunger cravings are so intense, her mother must lock the door leading to the kitchen. All of the cabinets are also locked.
This key is always on me, and if I happen to take it off, I have to hide it. She would come at night, and I could feel her. So, Marquita, is that you? Yes, Mommy. Why are you up? I don't know. Go back to bed. And that's all it takes, just to send her back to bed. But if she ever gets this key off, she's headed for that kitchen.
Often around age 3, they develop a tremendous appetite, and their access to food has to be restricted or they'll gain a tremendous amount of weight. And that's really the major medical problems that we see in older children and adults with Prader-Willi syndrome is from their obesity.
When Marquita was born, her parents knew she was developmentally delayed. She had no sucking reflex as a newborn and required special feeding. Her obsession with food started when she was a toddler.
Around 2 years old, the weight gain started. Now, typically in our family, we have fat babies. We just have big fat babies, and they're happy and they're fat. And then around 4 or 5 years old, the weight starts to drop off, and because they're running and jumping. Marquita's never went away, and we were very concerned.
It wasn't until Marquita was around 9 years old that she was diagnosed with Prader-Willi. Now 17, she is still in a constant battle with her weight.
Her metabolism is extremely slow. The calorie intake is monitored so that she doesn't take in more calories than she can burn in a 24-hour period.
Because their metabolism is so slow, most Prader-Willi patients require 20 to 40% fewer calories per day. For that reason, all of Marquita's meals and snacks are carefully planned.
I have to eat when I take my medicine. For breakfast, I can only have a half a cup of cereal. If I had a whole cup of cereal, it would be too much. Then I wouldn't be able to have the rest of my calories for the rest of the day. And I would be hungry.
Marquita works closely with healthcare providers at the Prader-Willi Clinic at UNC Chapel Hill. For all PWS patients, the challenge is often coming up with a diet that will control the weight and try to satisfy powerful hunger cravings.
The feeling is like how you are hungry all the time. Even after you eat, you still have felt like you have not eaten.
One thing that many families find helpful is having visual cues and routine, and even a schedule that says, here's when your next meal is, here's when your next snack is, just to allow the child to have something right in front of them that reminds them, yes, I am going to get to eat again.